All pay heed and do homage to their most stellar majesties, Kieran and Ellis, King and Queen of Northshield.
Everyone, please take your ease. Harold, open the court.
Here opens the Court of Northshield on Saturday, the 13th day of February, Anno Societatis 55 by the Common Reckoning, held in the ethereal realm.
Before we get started, we have some solemn business that we need to take care of. Since our last court, our good Laurel Kudrin Pilgrim unexpectedly left us and went on her final pilgrimage. We invite you to join us for a few moments of silence as we remember her kindness and joy de vie. Thank you, everyone. Since we last met, Her Majesty and I have been very busy. We've enjoyed 12 nights at the Barony of Castle Rouge and the Barony of Nordskogen. Thank you to those baronies for allowing us to join in the fun and games. It was a really good time. It was a nice display of openness and kindness up in Castle Rouge. There were so many people from Avencall and Eldmere, and it was really nice. So anyway, thank you for all you attended that, and we really enjoyed that. There has also been an online Herald's table where Populace members are able to do heraldic constellations with experts from all over the known world. Northshield has the distinct honor of being having the first submission of this cutting-edge technology, heraldic technology of achievement.
So tonight is, got some feedback there, sorry. So tonight is the Queen's Prize. I really want to thank everyone who participated in the Queen's Prize, all our patrons, our participants, the entrants, everybody who voted, thank you so much. We had 76 entries and 55 entrants. We were amazed and delighted by all the entries. There was so much fabulousness that we could hardly contain it. The artistry and talent was so great. The kingdom is deeply enriched by everyone's art. And if you haven't seen the entries, I would highly recommend that you go to Facebook and take a look at the galleries. I'm sure somebody will post the link, or we can post the link after court. Excellent work. Please take a look of what you missed.
Yeah, I can't say enough.
What's that?
Can't say enough. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes. So we will be celebrating the winners tonight all throughout court. We're going to break it up so it's not just a long list of names. And we hope that you enjoy it. We'll have some pictures on the screen so you can see what people did. But before we get to that, we have another ANS event in the works this spring. And I believe Thora would like to talk about that with us and how to sign up to teach if you're interested. Thora?
Thank you, Your Majesty. Yes, Sun was fabulous. And so we're going to try and put on another teaching event. And I'm looking for classes, specific classes. There's a few subjects that people were asking for that were not there. They were looking for natural dyeing, tablet weaving, the arts martial, agricultural, and the finer arts of embroidery. We are looking for teachers, the experience levels of all sizes, and special need to deep niche knowledge. If you know anybody that might be a good fit for our next teacher.
I know someone who would be really, really good at the embroidery bit. She's got amazing skills. I think you should ask Colleen.
You know, I've heard good things about her, and I've seen some of her work. But does she have a resume we can review?
I can't even tell you how many classes she's taught, and she teaches on one-on-one all the time. You know, somebody says, oh, I want to learn how to do this, and she'll sit down and do it right then. Her work is astounding. Her techniques cover all sorts of different time periods and different types of embroidery. And she teaches lots of classes, and she researches to the point where she goes to Europe so she can get her hands on the collections. And she's an example to all sorts of people in the arts community, the service community, and her barony.
Do we have any footage we can see of what you've been talking about? Ajax? Well, golly, isn't that impressive? Kieran, do you know what we do with people like this?
I sure do. I believe it starts with these excellent laurels saying some certain words.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Majesties, we beg
You beg a boon.
a boon.
Ask, and if it is a right and proper thing and within our power, it shall be yours.
We ask
Ask that your
Colleen.
Majesties enter Colleen Ingen. Sorry. It's the
Her
name.
Excellency Colleen into the Order of the Laurel.
Yes.
Harold, please summon the candidate.
Colleen Ingen Kelly Timorda, please present yourself before their majesties.
Your Majesties, I am here.
Hello.
Welcome.
Noble Order, is it your opinion that Colleen is worthy of elevation to the Order of the Laurel?
Aye.
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 Aye. Definitely aye.
Excellent.
Colleen, having heard the counsel of your peers, we are minded to recognize you as a companion of the Order of the Laurel. Is your wish to be numbered among them?
Aye,
Is it
Your
your-
Majesty.
So Colleen, stand your vigil and at a time and place of your choosing, present yourself to us for elevation to this most noble order. So,
I shall.
excellent. So I'd say take you away, but we're online, so there's really talk amongst yourselves, I guess.
For Colleen, vigilant for the Order of the Laurel, vivat!
Viva!
Viva!
Viva.
Their majesties invite into their court Alicia.
Greetings, Your Majesties.
Greetings.
How are you tonight?
I am doing very well, thank you.
So we've called you here tonight because you're a member, you're from Avocall, but you've been doing such great work with our online classes and Sun that we really felt that you deserved some recognition from our kingdom as probably well as your own. Hopefully you've gotten some from them, and if not, I will be writing to their majesties Avocall to say how worthy you are. You've helped with Sun, you helped with Castle Rouge. I know you've helped with all sorts of events all over the known world, and it is such a great boon that service that you provide to the society that we'd like to do this for you.
For her valued assistance with online teaching, specifically the Stellar University of Northshield, as well as being awesome and helpful, Reed Kieran and Miriam Ellis do hereby add Alicia to the Northshield Scroll of Honor.
Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure. I'm really impressed by you, and Northshield owes you a great debt for all the work you've done. You've done events where you haven't slept, and I don't think I could have managed that. So
It is
thank
my
you.
pleasure in these weird times. It is what is personally keeping me going, just being stuck where I am. So yeah, it's totally selfish.
Well, we appreciate to be part of the recipients of your selfishness. So For Alicia, vivat.
Viva!
Viva.
Yeah, I just want to second that. It's awesome the things that she's been able to accomplish and make things happen. And speaking of things, making things happen, I would like to give out, or not give out, but acknowledge the people who won some prizes in her Queen's Prize event. I get to give them one award, so I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna save that for last. We're gonna do some patron challenge awards. The first patron challenge award was seeking researchers for the science of defense, and the winner of that was Aiden of Clan Colleen with his RGB pistol, which I'd love to see in person. I think it looked awesome. Hopefully we have a picture going. You know, we're trying to get pictures up for these. So anyway, really excited about that one. And then our next one was Best Taste. This was food for Korean elevation. So Isabella Tinker, thank you for that. That one looks so good you can almost taste it. So hopefully someday I will be able to taste that. Then we have our next category, embellishment from 1066 to 1400. This is Historical Entwife by Ace's Child of Avonwood. That one looked really awesome too. So thank you for sharing that with us. The next category was embellishment from 1401 to 1600. This was 16th century French gown by Filius. Beautiful work, nicely done. Appreciate that greatly. And then the next category is extravagant accessories. This is from Asa Olfusken. I apologize for my last name, Olfuskona. Thank you. And this was, and I'm going to mess this up too, but it's a Roos cornet, but the name I believe is Nalbonin Kievan. Anyway, Roos cornet, very excited about that one. Then we had the next one, embellishment, Roman/Viking. This is done by Rothgar, and I'm not going to mess with the middle name, Gunnarsson.
Yeah.
And this is a Gokstad pouch. So that was really awesome. Then we have extravagant and early is our next category. And this was done by Furia Maxima. Roman gap sleeve tunica. So yeah, pretty cool, very awesome. Hopefully we can see that. And I probably may be going a little fast here, but hopefully you can, if you don't see these pictures, you can see them later. Again, as Her Majesty mentioned, you can check those out. And then a couple more categories here. In Iberian Peninsula Challenge, we have Iberian Illumination by Judith of Northwood, our signet. So fantastic, beautiful stuff there. And then we have.
You skipped one.
Did I miss one?
You skipped
Sorry.
I Heart Not Work.
Sorry. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Keeping you on track.
Yeah. So I Heart Not Work is the next category, like Her Majesty said, and I apologize for missing that. This is by Neve, and it's the head DB bag with embroidery. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for showing that, and I appreciate that. So going to the next one, New to You and Strings and Things, I believe. Celestra Declare did a hand-spun dyed woven fabric. So very nicely done. Thank you very much. And then we have String Things is our next category. This is done by, this is tablet weaving done by Seamus of the Frozen North. Beautiful, beautiful work. And our last patron category was Something Fishy. And this is Open Fire Cooking by Morgane Blood. Which, again, this sounds really good and delicious, and I'm a big fan of food. And the last one we have is the awesomeness. And what is more awesome than doing a filk about the Queen of Doom? You can't go wrong there. Like, that's completely awesome. That is the definition of awesome. So Luth Wine, thank you so much for submitting that. That was very inspiring and wonderful and lots of fun. So really appreciate that. So again, to all the people that contributed, just amazing amount of work and time and effort, and just simply overwhelming, really. It's just an amazing, amazing collection of artistry. And so thank you so much for everyone who participated and everyone that shared their time and effort. So for these folks and their excellence, vivat.
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 Their Majesties summon into their court Miriam, Balak.
Greetings, Your Majesties.
Greetings.
Greetings, Marine. How are you?
Doing well this cold evening. How are you?
It is indeed cold. I am well. Thank you for asking. I'm just curious. I understand you like to cook. Could you tell me a little bit about that? I'm a big fan of food.
Well, I love to bake. I make cordials and wines. I like to cook, period. I've been participating in Anira Applegate's Great Medieval Bake Off the last 2 months. January, we made Maid of Honors, which are beautiful little itty bitty tarts that are just delicious. And then this weekend, or last weekend, I made, I forget what it's called, but it's basically a meat pie that you boil the meat in red wine and broth, and then you bake it in your pie crust. It was delicious. I had another thing going on today, so I wasn't able to do the Zoom meeting for that tonight, which got rearranged due to personal problems. So it was a lot of fun. I really enjoy cooking for other people and making them fat.
Well, that sounds great. That sounds delicious. I'm hoping someday that I'll get to sample some of those wares in the future. That's just the meat pie with the wine sounds really delicious. So yeah, we just wanted to tell you how much we appreciate that and all the hard work and how you've been contributing to our overall eating and enjoying experience of the SCA. And so we wanted to do this.
Keep all ye the just and righteous will and say of Ellis, Bonrion of Doom, and Kieran our mighty Ree, in thy minds from this day forth. When the lands of Rockhaven and beyond suffer hunger and need good drink, they do turn to Miriam Balak, for it is known that her skill in the kitchen and in the brewery is as great as her generosity. Her quest for authenticity in her garb is also very well known. Thusly, on this day, in this ethereal court, their Majesties Northshield recognize this passion for the arts and sciences and bestow an award of the Black Flame unto their deserving subject, who may now bear the badge, fieldless a flame sable upon her person.
Thank you very much. I am deeply honored, Your Majesties.
Well, it's very much deserved, of course, and we are honored to be able to do this for you. And again, looking forward to seeing your fine works and more importantly, tasting them.
Oh, I'll bring some around. Don't you worry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For Marie, vivat.
Vivat.
Vivat!
Vivat.
So Bernice, would you like to do the Populace winners and your Kingdom Moaz prize?
Thank you, Your Majesty, I would. So I am going to announce the Populace's picks for each of the categories, starting with All Geeks Welcome, which was our category welcoming our brethren from outside and sisterin from outside of Northshield. Winner of this was Valia Abnikova Dok, and what she made was a wool shawl with Finno-Ugric bronze spiral applique. Beautiful piece. Let's see if we can get a picture of that up. We'll give Ajax just a minute. Okay. Going on to the next one. This is the Extreme Documentation category. Winner of this is Filius Riccardi, and he made a thong of ice and fire, his documentation for his burqa leather wallet. The next is our pandemic prowess, and the winner of this is Helga Arengerson, and she made us a beautiful Balak neck ring. The gold work on this is exquisite. Going on to the next, for the performing arts. Winner of this is Arwa Iljinia for her musical tribute for Kudrin Pilgrim, the poem Good Pilgrim. Want to mention that her rendition of this set a beautiful mood when she gave it. Now going into SCA Life. Winner of this is Hilde Stewart, and she presented a leather silk painted scabbard. This was the first time she had attempted this kind of painting on leather. Going on to Show Us Your Stuff. This was won by Lady Sibylla de Orange, and she presented us with a hand-sewn blue Tudor round gown. The entire thing was hand-stitched, and she braved the ice and snow of our northern territories to get us this lovely picture. Into the next category of the martial arts. Winner of this is Marguerite Larcher, who made a set of reinforced self-knock arrows. Although reading the documentation, you'll read that she doesn't want to make them ever again. She did a beautiful job. Going on into, and that takes care of the seven categories we had for the Populace vote. Now for the Kingdom Minister of Arts and Science Award, the winner for this goes to Radiswinth Altdorfer and Brixia Argiopenos. They made a 6th century Filius Panaconis, also known as a blue linen hat. And I just wanted to point this one out. The documentation and the way they presented how they did it, sometimes it doesn't have to be all glitz to be a prize winner. And this was a very good example. However, also, when I was looking for my award winner, I kept coming back to one, and I would like to give an honorable mention. And this is going to go to Henry of Bexley. He made us a late 14th century houndskill bascinet. And when you compare the picture of what he used for a pattern with what he actually made, spot on. It's a beautiful reproduction. And that takes care of the Populace and the Kingdom Minister of Arts and Science Awards. And I also want to say thank you, especially to Eithne and to the Queen of Doom for sponsoring this and putting this on. It filled a much needed gap in our life here in Northshield. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernice. Good
For all these, their excellence. Oh, sorry.
Vivat.
Their Majesties summon into their court Isabella Tinker.
Hello, Your Majesties.
Hello, how are you tonight?
I am good. How are you?
I'm very well. Congratulations on your win for the Patron Prize. It was most excellent.
Thank you. Your Majesty.
Yeah. That's kind of one of the reasons we brought start again. We brought here tonight. I was very impressed with you at Sun about your cooking, your Korean cooking, and you were very knowledgeable, and you were so willing to share your information that it deeply impressed me, and I continue to be impressed by you. Just amazing work, and I really can't wait to taste your food because it looks so awesome. So, of course, when you see somebody that you're not overly familiar with, you have to look them up and know, and then you see there's things lacking, and so we have decided to do this for you. Okay.
Do you hear those rumbles? Are they rumbles of war? No, they are the rumbles of tummies of hungry Northshielders. Do you hear the horns? Are they horns of war? No, they are horns of muster, gathering all the hungry Northshielders together. Do you hear them marching? Are they marching to war? No, they're marching to the feast table of Isabella Tinker, famed across the land for her delicious and delightful morsels. Will these win the war? Yes, because everyone will be so full and happy they won't want to fight anymore, unless it's over the leftovers. For her skills in the kitchen, we, Kieran and Ellis, award her the Black Flame.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
You're very welcome. And of course, the scroll doesn't say all that, but you know, Kat's very good with words. We want to thank you so much for your good work, and we really encourage you to carry on. Such a delight to see you in action. So,
Thank you.
so for Isabella, vivat.
Viva.
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 So I believe we have another invasion video. Is that correct? Are you rolling it? Okay, I roll up footage. We'll wait for it.
I, Baroness Ruma Kimchi, do hereby claim these lands in the kingdom of Hyde in the name of our king, Kieran McMartin, and our queen, Ellis Goodbear, king and queen of the greatest kingdom in the known world, Northshield. I hereby also claim this military base to add to the greatest fighting force, the Marines of Northshield. Along with our naval brothers and sisters, we may now set sail for unknown territories on the great oceans of the known world. Long live the king, long live the queen, long live Northshield. Yours in service, Baroness Honorable Lady Ruma Kimchi of the Shire of Border Down.
Their Majesties invite into their court Gwenlian Vergreestegor.
Good evening, Your Majesties.
Good evening, Gwenlian. How are you?
I am wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, you know, all things considered. So I understand you've been playing and working and helping our canton of Blackmere for a while. Could you tell us a little bit about what you've done to help out that section of our kingdom?
I was exchequer for a few years. So, no, in all seriousness, I was exchequer for about 7 years for the canton, and helped out with all the events with running gate and that sort of thing.
So I hear you don't just run gates. You're like do everything. Put up, tear down, run around.
We're a small group, so, you know, we don't have a whole lot of hands, so you kind of do everything.
Yeah. But I mean, those kind of things that make things happen. What would you say is your favorite part about helping out?
Oh, it's just fun. You get a group of people and you get the camaraderie of working together and like putting events together, everything from coming up with ideas to throwing it and watching people have fun. And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. No, you're right. Have you, so you said help put it together. Have you autocrated? I don't know. Have you?
I am a really good behind the scenes person. I don't like being the upfront.
Sure.
So,
No, absolutely. And we need, obviously, to make things happen, need that to happen. Do you have any interesting stories about behind the scenes or?
we make every event look good no matter what goes on, and I'm not telling the stories. So every event always looks great and everything is always carried off flawlessly.
No, absolutely. I love 12 nights. I love crown tournaments, the things that you guys have pulled up there. It's just been awesome, amazing, and it does look flawless. And I'm guessing it's like the duck. Everything looks calm on the top, and the feet are running furiously, but it does look really smooth, effortless.
Well, thank you.
You bet. So because of that, we'd like to do something to recognize you, and we'd like to do this.
Be it known unto all that for her many years of invaluable service to the people of our kingdom, we, Kieran and Alice, and Bonrian of Northshield, hereby induct Gwenlian Verkeristegor into the Order of the Hand of Tyr.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited.
You should be, because you're awesome.
Thank you. That's so generous. It truly takes a village to do these. I'm but one person, but thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And you are absolutely correct about that. I mean, we don't get to play the game unless people are pitching in and helping and making things happen. And with people like you, we get to have a lot of fun at these events. So, and I can't express how overwhelmed I am when I go to a great event like you guys have put on, and just completely enjoyed myself. And so keep up the good work, and thank you so much for everything that you've done.
Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
For Gwenlian, vivat!
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 Vivat! Welcome to the order.
Yes, welcome to the order.
Their Majesties summon into their court Rolfus Filius Ricardi.
Greetings, Your Majesties.
Rolfus, how are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Good. So you have the distinction of being the first person that we've given an award to twice, 2 different awards to. But the thing is like we keep getting, and I know you, but I keep hearing all these wonderful stories about all the things you're doing. So like tonight, what were you doing tonight?
Teaching 2 back-to-back classes about something completely unrelated in a kingdom that is not Northshield.
Right. I mean, I just hear, one thing after another about how awesome the things you're doing, and we're like, well, we can't give them all the awards, right? But eventually, we figured, hey, we've been around long enough that we've earned the right to give out an award to one person more than once. So we feel entitled to be able to give you awards. So normally I ask a bunch of questions, but I'm just going to say this one just kind of speaks for itself. So Harold, if you would, please.
These runes are raised by Ellis and Kieran for Rolfus Filius Ricardi. Rolfus was added to the Order of the Pyxis for his skill in creating accurate clothing and goods for his persona. Garther cut and colored these runes.
I am speechless.
Well, I don't know why, because you are an amazing person who does amazing work, and we get to see it over and over again. And we figured if someone's going to get two different awards in our reign, it has to be someone who's amazing and doing fantastic work. We have to set the standard very high, and you have more than exceeded that standard. So thank you.
You are too kind and too generous. Thank you so much.
Or for office, vivat!
Vivat.
Yay. All right. So now we move on to the Queen of Doom prize winners. So I really want to thank everybody for entering. It was, we had a heck of a choice trying to decide who should win. Everything was so good, just lovely things. So, so thank you. It was a real joy, and I hope it brought everyone else some joy during these hard times. So on to the winners. For All Geeks Welcome, I chose Yannick Iovana sorry, Ayana, for her Bruce Woman's outfit. It was pretty impressive. If you follow her on Instagram, you can see her full progress of that. It was totally amazing. For the martial arts, I chose the Pictus H Shield by Tectronics. And I'm screwing up everybody's name. I'm so sorry. But the shield was really impressive, and if you have time, I would really go and look at her blog and the work she did to make the shield. So awesome. For the pandemic prowess, I chose the Brigida cap by Marquetta. I was deeply impressed by this. The stitching on this, amazing. It would probably be across my living room like 80 times before and I probably wouldn't finish it. So kudos to you for finishing it. It's awesome. For the performance arts, I chose Greybeard by Belle Ledetour, an awesome song about loss. The performing arts was hard to choose from, and they were all wonderful pieces, but this one was very touching. For the SCA Life, I chose the Gulfanown Banner by Miriam. It was very pretty, and it is her heraldry. It's very nicely done. For the extreme documentation, we also chose for office for this. I think Bernice announced this earlier for the Berkeley wallet. It was very well done, and you should read the documentation because the title is very funny. And for the last Queen's Choice, also won the Patron for Extravagant Accessories, and this was for Shows Your Stuff, and that was the suite of lampwork glass chains by Master Tariq. They were highly impressive. People kept saying that they'd never seen anything like this before and how awesome that is. And I really don't think the pictures do them justice. So hopefully we'll get to see those in person sometime. So with that, those are all my winners. I really want to congratulate everyone for all the winners and all their excellent work. Everyone who entered, even if you didn't get a prize, it's still excellent. And I'm so glad you took the time out of your pandemic to enter. We really cherish your entries. We will be sending prizes out to everyone. We have their information. All the information about prizes and such will be posted on the website and social media, and we will be getting your prizes to you. And I really want to thank Ithne for taking my small idea of doing a Queen's Prize and throwing her Ithne magic on it and making it so much better than what I came up with. Ithne, I don't think I could thank you so much. You were awesome, and we are so glad to have you in Northshield. I want to thank Bernice for her help and her support. When we asked you if we thought we could do this, you were so supportive and so willing to lend us a hand. Thank you so much. Let's see. We would also like to thank our patrons for your sponsorship and your support for our categories. I think I have a list of names somewhere, but no, I don't have a list. I have them somewhere. Oh, there they are. Never mind. I can't read. I can be queen, but I can't read. Xanthippe, Johannes, Young, Pina Ingen Aiden, Osni Halfdan's daughter, Angela Merciers, did I say that right? Eleanor Windover, Ruda Pendre, Baroness Colleen, Anna Van Leuven, Hieronymus, Joyce Colbert, Christine Gaylord, Rachel Baker, Miriam Ingen, I'm going to screw that up, so I'm not going to say it, Constanzia de Silva, Niccolo Falconetto, and the Chivalry of Northshield. Thank you so much for your, what's that?
Did Petronella also?
Oh, yes, Petronella. Sorry.
That's right. I messed up.
No, I think if we missed out your name and we didn't mention you, and I'm sorry, but we really do appreciate all the time and effort you did to come up with challenges and prizes and all the peerages. Thank you so much for your support and prize support. I'll probably post the rest online, so thank you so much. I think I probably thanked everybody like 6 times already, right? But be sure to go to the website and check it out if you haven't. So that's court. Do you want me to talk about the upcoming golf course?
No, we got, so the next thing we're going to do is we're not going to have a court per se. We're going to have hopefully a week long of activities for the Gulf Wars that is not. I've never been to Gulf Wars just because of the circumstances, but I'd love to hear your story. So one of the things that we're going to do is have you guys tell stories about Gulf Wars with me. The whole list of things, more details to come. We're still figuring out all the nuances of that, but looks to be another amazing thing. And if you wish to contribute, please let us.
And then there's been rumblings of war, of Bardic War, which got sent to us this week. We'll be sending out details of that once we know what's going on with that. But bards, gather your songs and your stories. We will need you to defend Northshield against the raiders, whatever that details. So stay tuned.
Bards, save Northshield if you can. No, you can. I totally believe you can. I believe in you. So we're hoping that we're going to have the ideas, the activities should be opening at in June. With that being said, we've made plans with the Canton of Blackmere of having Crown hopefully in June. So if you have anything that you do for making things happen, you can do that to help us out. And then we'll have some alternate plans if that doesn't work, but we're still gonna move forward with that as soon as we can. And we're looking forward to the opportunity and the time when we all get together and share each other's companionship and enjoy, embrace each other once again, even if it's just figuratively. So until then, wash your hands, wear a mask, stay safe, keep zooming. Let's get through this thing and get to the other side as best we can. That is it for us.
There being no further business, this ethereal court of Northshield is now closed. Raise your glass. Long live the Ree.
Long live the
Long live the Ree.
Long live the Banrion.
Long
live the Banrion. Long live the Ministry of Arts and Sciences and all of the entrants.
Long live the
Ministry of Arts and Sciences and all of the entrants.
Long live the social media officers.
Long live the social media officers.
Long live Northshield.
Long
live Northshield.